Banks are closing. Auto plants are shutting down. Corporations are cutting millions of jobs. And on top of that, small businesses are vanishing. Thousands of retailers are set to close in what is now being called a retail apocalypse. In this episode, find out what you can do to ensure your success under any circumstance. Hi, I'm Marcus Muhammad. I speak on overcoming adversity and achieving success. With all the economic uncertainty and employment chaos, some say now is the best time ever to go into business for yourself. But with these major corporations shutting down, you may be asking yourself, what chance do I have in this turbulent economy? Statistics say over 50% will fail within the first 5 years and another 70% within 10. They cite all kinds of reasons: poor credit, poor business planning, poor market conditions, or a poor idea. What it really boils down to is giving up. In the face of tough times, we become demoralized. Molehills become mountains and we lose our will. Fear and self-doubt set in, we have setbacks, and we throw in the towel. You don't have to become a statistic. Through careful observation of others' experiences, you can learn to produce outstanding results under any circumstance. Let me tell you about an overwhelming event that took place one fateful night in February of 1990. James Buster Douglas, a 42-1 underdog, shook up the world by knocking out Iron Mike Tyson. According to all experts, Douglas didn't stand a chance. By all rights, he could have gone in, got knocked out, took his prize money, and retired without shame. But to everyone's surprise, he dominated the fight with the confidence and composure of a true champion. The difference between Douglas and Tyson on that night boiled down to one thing: intention. No matter what the odds, Buster intended to win. You don't become a champion by chance, only by choice. And you can choose to win by doing these 3 things. First, decide what it is you want. Second, develop belief. And third, do your part. The first and most definite step you have to take is to decide what it is you want. When it comes to achieving success, the power of decision is the greatest power we have. Yet it's the first thing we give up when we set out to build our lives. We hand it over to people and organizations that don't serve our interest, and then we stand by powerless as they go into the boardroom and make decisions that impact our lives and our business. If you want to come out on top, put yourself in the driver's seat by deciding what it is you want. When Buster decided to fight Mike Tyson, he intended to win. How do I know this? Because as I mentioned before, you don't become a champion by chance, only by choice. Anytime you see someone winning at life, you can bet they made a decision to win. Decide now that you're going to be a winner. And once you make the decision to win, the next thing you have to do is develop belief. A.L. Williams said the number one thing that keeps people from winning these days is lack of belief in self. To believe in yourself is a choice. If you're going to succeed, you have to believe in yourself, even if you've taken losses or even if you've come off a string of losses. Douglas had a string of 6 consecutive wins before his big fight with Tyson. However, he lost his last big fight by TKO in the 10th round. Even with ironclad confidence, it's easy to get down on yourself, start doubting yourself, and start the negative self-talk, especially when you're listening to the media. Buster's mom believed in her son, and she gave him the final vote of confidence as she passed away 23 days before the fight. Right before she passed, she told him how much she believed in him and that she saw him as the heavyweight champion of the world. Her last words and her untimely death became the force multiplier that Buster needed to push past the negativity and the critics. The greatest fight you have is the fight within yourself, and that fight is to believe you've got what it takes. I like what Dr. Robert Anthony says in his book, The Ultimate Secrets to Total Self-Confidence. He says that any idea your imagination gives you comes with it the mechanics and the ability to make it happen. You just have to believe. Not only is success a choice that requires belief in yourself, it also requires that you do your part. Marden wrote, "The world makes way for the determined soul." The difference between success and failure, winning and losing, dreams accomplished versus dreams abandoned is what we do during tough times. According to statistics, over 92% give up. I thought that was a tremendous number, so I Googled it and I got over 3 trillion hits in 0.6 seconds. People are giving up on everything. Any endeavor of any consequence is going to require that you do your part to make it happen. Sometime you're going to face challenges that seem insurmountable, but you've got to have the kind of iron will and the dogged determination that never looks back and never sees defeat. To have a real shot at winning that title, Douglas had to study his opponent, he had to study himself, he had to train hard, and he had to do a lot of sparring. By fight time, he was mentally and physically ready. From the opening bell, Buster was full of confidence. He had a lot of spring in his step, he had a lot of body movement, and every time he had a chance to attack, he let the punches fly. He dominated the early rounds, but in the 8th round, Tyson caught him with a signature punch and Buster went down. In the 10th round, Buster caught Tyson with an uppercut, then he stepped in with a 4-piece combo, and Tyson went down. As you reflect on your goals right now, what's the Mike Tyson in your life? What's standing between you and your goals and dreams? Is it a bad economy? Is it lack of cash? Is it a poor business plan? When it comes to the challenges of life, you are an underdog. The odds are against you. But just like James Buster Douglas, you can beat the odds by doing these 3 things. Decide what it is you want, develop your belief, and do your part. If you have a goal or a dream you want to achieve, share it in the comment section below. Subscribe to this channel, like and share this video. And always remember, becoming yourself in this ever-changing world will be your greatest accomplishment. I'm Marcus Muhammad. I speak on overcoming adversity and achieving success.